Hi everyone, welcome to Art Outside of the Box with Miss Judy. It's Thursday night, so let's have some fun. Tonight we are going to make these decorative balls out of yarn, string, twine, whatever you have handy. And they're really kind of fun to do. You can see right through them. I did this one. This one's a little bit thicker yarn, looks kind of like twine. I just sort of experimented. This is a little heavier yarn too. Another one I did, this was with, it was almost like string, but it turned out kind of cool. I've got some of this glue I still need to pick off of here, but I put a little tea light in this, so that would be pretty sitting on your table. They're real simple to do. It's a little bit messy, and who doesn't like a mess? So let's get started. All right, well, you only need a couple of materials for this. You've got to have some yarn. This is about I'm gonna say a medium weight yarn. You can also use string like I used on this one. You can use twine, just about anything, but just make sure it's not really much finer than this right here. All right, so you also need balloons, small balloons. This is a 5-inch balloon. We blew it up and then we let some air out of it until it got into a nice round shape. So you don't really want it oblong, you want it pretty round. All right, so you've got that, and then you need either some Mod Podge, or you can also use watered down white Elmer's glue. I used both. Let's see, this one I used Mod Podge. These I used the Elmer's glue. So you really can't tell the difference. In fact, I almost like the glue better. It was much easier to work with, and it came off a little bit better. You can see here, whoops, I've got a lot of the sticky stuff still on here that I'll need to pick off. So whatever you have on hand, but feel free to use the glue. It works just fine. All right, so here's how I'm gonna start. I've got my Mod Podge, a little sponge brush. I've got my yarn and my balloon. So I'm just going to start. First, I need to find the end of this. There we go. I'm gonna start wrapping this around. So that's a good place to start. And you just wanna keep winding it. Kind of helps if you can wrap it around here. It'll hold it down for you a little bit. And then I'm gonna go in a different direction. You don't need a ton of yarn on it, but you want to have it pretty well covered so it holds together. And a few more times around, and then we'll call it done. Oops. It's okay if you have some that don't go all the way around. We can secure those down with the glue, so don't worry about that too much. And just trying to cover up all my spots here that don't have much yarn. That's not wanting to cooperate. You can take a little time with it. All right, I think that's pretty good. I do have a piece here I'm not real happy with. So I think what I'm gonna do is just cut this right off. And I can tuck those ends in when I glue it down. And we'll cut this off. Kind of tuck this in. And then you're just gonna start with your glue. So this is where you're gonna get a little bit messy because you'll get some on your hands. You wanna go pretty heavy with this stuff. So just start dabbing it on. Make sure you get all the yarn covered. And it's okay if you get it on the balloon. That's gonna all go away after it dries. And this takes a little time to do. Where you've got some areas that are real thick, you're gonna wanna go pretty heavy with this Mod Podge or glue. It's amazing this stuff dries so clear to me. I hope everybody's having a good week. Boy, it sure has been nice weather. Almost has us fooled that winter's coming, huh? All right, I'm not gonna do the whole thing because that might be a little dull for you to watch. Get a little more covered here. And then I'm gonna show you what it's gonna look like when it's dry and how to get the balloon out. All right, so let's say this is all covered all the way around, nice and heavy. It's gonna look like this all over. It's quite a mess. I want you to put it on a piece of wax paper or maybe some saran wrap, something that it's not going to stick to, and then just leave it alone for a good 24 hours. You'll be surprised. It'll be all clear. All right, so we'll set that aside. Whoops, it's kind of heavy on top. This is why you want to put it on some wax paper. There we go. And I'm gonna wipe off my hands for a minute. So this is one that I did, but I left the balloon in so I could show you how to take it out. So this has been sitting around for probably about a week right now. So it's good and dry. And you can see how clear it is. So all I'm gonna do is take my scissors, pop that balloon, and then you just have to start removing it. So kind of stick your finger through the holes here until you get it all unstuck. And find a little spot and pull that out. And then you can kind of go in with your fingers or some scissors and get out all those little extra pieces. But that's how easy it is. Thanks for being with me today, everyone. I hope you enjoyed the project. I enjoyed making it, and I think there's a lot of different things you can do with it as far as different color schemes, different holidays you could work with. So give it a try. It was fun. I hope to see you soon again. I hope you have a great week. Stay well, and I'll see you next Thursday. Bye-bye now.